Hey, family. Welcome back to this week's segment of Knowledge is Key. I hope everyone had a fantabulous, wonderful week. Um, and for those of us that live in Baltimore, I hear that the weather is supposed to be really, really nice this weekend. So we definitely have something to look forward to. So I hope everyone has a blessed and safe and fun-filled weekend. But this week, guys, I want to talk about something that I've actually spoke about before. But today I'd like to sort of try to, put everything together to help you understand it a little bit more. Um, Diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart failure, heart disease, are amongst some of the number one killers in the African American community. And the reason being, one, is that sugar, hidden sugars in our foods, are the number one culprit of our people having diabetes and at alarming rates, and heart failure. And also, children are coming up with diabetes at rates that are just, I can't even find words to describe it. It's just horrible. And in the line of business that I'm in, I talk to many clients who tell me, that their children are taking medication for diabetes. Guys, here's the problem. A person that's diabetic is supposed to watch their sugar intake, and they always have to monitor their insulin levels to keep their A1C levels from skyrocketing. The problem is that there's sugar hidden in our foods. There's so much hidden sugar in foods to it's pathetic. I was in the grocery store a few weeks ago, and I met this gentleman who he and I got into a conversation about health. He was an older gentleman, and he was telling me that he's diabetic. Well, I'm looking at his card and I see all of this diet soda. Like, diet soda was on sale and he had like a bunch of it. And I'm like, well, if you're diabetic, why do you have all this diet soda in your cart, assuming that this man knew, what was in the stuff? And then so he gets, kind of cocky with me, and he pulls up, one of the bottles of soda, and he's showing me on the label where it says it has zero sugar. He was like, this doesn't have sugar in it. This is safe. I can have this. And I'm like, no, you can't. And I'm showing him in the label, I'm sorry, not in the label, but in the ingredients, where the sugar's hidden. It had something in it called sucralose. It was spelled Suclose, sucralose. Okay, sucralose is sugar. That's exactly what it is. It's sugar. It's sugar added with another harmful bodily chemical. And so it's allowed to be put in our food, but on the nutrition facts and on the nutrition label, the FDA is allowing food manufacturers to say this product has zero sugar. When in fact, this sucralose, once it's consumed, your body is going to react to it just the same way as it would if you took a couple tablespoons of regular table sugar, cane sugar. Your body's going to react the same way. What happens is when we eat too much sugar, it goes to our liver. And when it's too much sugar for the liver then sends it to our pancreas, and our pancreas produces insulin to try to compensate for it, the overconsumption of sugar. And not only that, it also stores it into our fat cells. But when our pancreas is producing all this insulin, and over a period of time, when your pancreas keeps producing too much insulin, you wear your pancreas out, and that is when diabetes occurs. However, it's producing all of this insulin, and then the insulin sends the signal to your brain that tells your brain, I have not had enough to eat. I'm still hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Feed me. Your brain has this hormone in it that's produced naturally, and it's called leptin. And leptin is what I call our greedy hormone. Leptin lets the brain and our bodies know, I've had enough to eat. I'm full. I don't need any more to eat. Well, insulin is kicking leptin's butt. I mean, they are like battling it out, and insulin's winning. Leptin is telling leptin, listen, shut up, sit down, sit in the corner, be quiet. It's shutting it straight down. So you have no greedy protector, so you're continuously keeping on eating. You're going to keep eating and you're going to keep eating. There's nothing to protect you. All right. So The food manufacturers, guys, they know this biochemistry that I'm talking to you about right now. They know this. And they know that the average American consumer doesn't. Okay? So we're preyed upon. So what's happening is they also know that sugar is addictive. So they're masking sugar in our foods, calling it something else when the basis of it is in fact sugar, and it reacts in the body the same way that sugar does. And they know that sugar is addictive. So if you eat it, you keep eating it, it's going to make you want more and more and more and more. I've said this before. Sugar releases the same endorphins in your brain as it does if like a crack addict. The same exact thing. That's why you see crack addicts, they can't get off of the drug and they just keep going back and getting more and more and more and more. Same thing when you eat sugar. You're going to want more, you're going to want more, you're going to want more. The thing is, if you're not knowledgeable as to what this stuff is, that you're actually eating it, then you're going to keep eating it and you're not going to be aware that what's happening on the inside of your body. And the food manufacturers know this. The more you keep wanting food and the more you keep wanting sugar, you're going to keep eating because your leptin receptors, your leptin is completely shut down. They know this. And so when you keep eating and eating and eating, guess what happens? They're getting more money. They're getting paid. And you're getting sick. And then when you keep eating and eating and eating, you're consuming the sugar that's wearing your pancreas out, that's causing your body to produce too much insulin. So in turn, you end up fat with diabetes. That's what's happening. So then you go to the doctors and the doctor says, oh, well, you need to lose some weight. I want you to lose some weight and I need you to get these A1C levels down, which is your, when you're diabetic. But they're not telling you what to stay away from. They're not. And they're not going to tell you. They're going to give you medication, okay? The thing is that, okay, so now you're diabetic, but you still have to eat, right? So you're going to the grocery store and you're buying chicken nuggets, frozen chicken nuggets. That has sugar in it. It has dextrose in it. Or, I'm going to eat healthy. So you don't really cook too much at home. You're really not into fresh vegetables. You don't know too much about it. So you buy those little, those vegetable steamer bags with this like little sauce in it that has sugar in it. Your ketchup is going to has sugar in it. Even if you get low sugar ketchup, it has sugar in it. Okay. Your salad dressing has sugar in it. Just about everything on those shelves in the middle part of that market has sugar in it. And they know this, and it's masked. It's hidden in there. And they're doing this deliberately because they know it's going to make your body want more and more and more, and they're going to get more money. They know this. They're lying to us, guys. It's a lie. I'm telling you, it is a lie. The American Health Association put out a report that the average consumer is getting 11 teaspoons of added hidden sugar per day. 11 teaspoons. When the average male should only have 9, the average female should only have 6, and the average child should only have 3 to 6 teaspoons per day. And God forbid if you drink a soda, even if it's a diet soda, that's going to have 11 to 12. A 12-ounce canned soda is going to have 11 to 12 grams of added sugar, not the sugar that they're telling you about, the slick stuff in it. Okay, so it's going to cause your insulin levels to skyrocket. It's also going to cause your A1C levels to go up, and you're going to be sick. And they're not telling you this. Okay, guys. So it is critical to wake up and smell the coffee and understand what is really going on. You have so much to live for. You really do. People, please wake up and smell this coffee. Please make yourself aware of what's going on. There are over 62 different names for sugar hidden in our foods. That is why over the last 10 to 15 years, you notice that people are more and more obese. People are, getting diabetes at younger rates. This is why, people. This is why, because they're hiding sugars in our food. And like I said, it's over 62 different names for added sugar. I went to purchase something a couple weeks ago. I was purchasing something and I looked at the ingredient and it said rice syrup. And I'm like, what's this? Looked it up. It's sugar. Okay. Something called maltodextrin. It's sugar, sucrose. It's sugar, and they are the FDA, our Food and Drug Administration, is allowing this stuff to be put in our food by our food manufacturers and allowing them to lie literally tell a bold-faced lie on the label that says that it has zero sugar. So you're eating it, and that's why you're becoming diabetic. And all processed foods have added sugar, and it's hidden. Okay. I hope this helps someone. I hope, my videos are reaching someone to understand what's really going on. Knowledge is definitely key. And again, I'm going to bring you all the knowledge that I possibly can. If anyone is interested in understanding exactly, what foods to stay away from, and want a more in-depth training and education on this, I'll be more than happy to teach you, just as well as I've done my other clients. Just go to my website. It's www.wedonthis.biz. Hit me up there. I will definitely respond to your email, because my mission is for America to know, if you're serious about your health, you're serious about reducing those A1C levels, you're serious about not being diabetic, and your doctor's told you you're pre-diabetic and haven't told you what to do, please hit me up. I'd love to help. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it for this week's segment of Knowledge is Key. And as always, guys, stay well, be blessed, and stay healthy. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, family. Talk to you then. Bye.